dishes to take to the gathering. Okay, so the holidays haven't came yet, but your girl been on it. So thank you for everybody liking, subscribing, and tuning in. My name is Ari, and it's Ari Infinite on YouTube. And if you're interested, I have a different profiles. I have a budgeting profile, I have a lifestyle profile, and then I have a cooking with me profile. So here is a community. We are learning, we have fun, and we talk and interact with each other. And hopefully my mic is on. It's on. Okay. And today I'm going to be bringing scallop potatoes to you, easy, simple, and you can take them to the party, the guests, and everybody likes the cheesy potato. So right now I have some cooking, but I'm going to rewind all that back and show you how to make it simple and easy. So I'm gonna wait till everybody get in here. We're gonna go over one more time about what I got going on. And then on top of that, we're gonna do the rundown. Most of the stuff you should already have. And this meal is $10 and under. And you can make a lot of it. So I'm telling you, I got you today. So what I'm gonna do right now is just change my oven over to broil because I need to get my cheesing for you, okay? So when I take it out, by the time I show you how to do this and I take it out, y'all gonna be like, what? I need that recipe. I need to make it. I need to cook it. Okay. I'm gonna do it on low because I don't want my stuff to burn. All right, so we're about to make cheesy scallop potatoes. Or if you're interested, make sure you tune in, you like, and you subscribe to my channel. Again, I got a bunch of stuff going on over here, and I want to make sure that y'all are part of the community. So let's get straight to it. It's nothing but what to do it. So if you never had cheesy potatoes, guess what? It might be something that you really, really like. It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. I tell people, anything that I make, if I don't literally tell you it's healthy, it's not healthy. But I cook over for flavor and love. So if you're interested, flavor and love as it is. So you're going to need some potatoes. Idaho potatoes, Russell potatoes. I use Russell potatoes today. I'm going to show you the bag. And it was only $3.99 for this big old bag, y'all. Rusted fresh potatoes. So these are the potatoes that I actually use right here. And they was $3.99. I shop at Kroger's or Myers. And we're making cheesy potatoes. Thank you for coming in. So if you're interested, we're about to make some. Because I've been showing y'all what we're going to bring to the gathering. If you're a family member that do not cook and somebody assigned you up to bring something, this is going to be simple, easy, and you're not going to have a lot to do. And you can cook a lot for under $10. I'm on a budget. We're not spending $40, $50 to feed people, okay? We're going in with a bang and going out with a bang. So get you any type of potatoes to use to cook. They're very good, they're hearty, and now they got potatoes on sale, so this can be like an everyday meal, okay? Hello. So next thing you're gonna need some cheese. I like to use the sharp cheddar cheese. You can get whatever cheese you want, and you need some mozzarella cheese, okay? So these are the two cheeses that I'm gonna be using for this recipe, sharp cheddar and mozzarella, okay? Now the seasonings that you're gonna need some black pepper. You're gonna need some garlic. You're gonna need some onion powder. And you don't need it, but you can bring it to the party. It's gonna bump it up. It's garlic parmesan from Kinder's, okay? I love this stuff. I tell you, every time I'm cooking with something from this company, I love it, okay? And then also I'm gonna get the butter steakhouse. Yeah, butter steakhouse. This goes on everything. And then you're gonna need some heavy whipping cream. You're also gonna need 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter because most of the stuff we have has butter in it, so you don't need that. And then you also going to need some whole milk, okay? So that is everything you need as far as to make this. You need a dish and you need some aluminum foil. So that's pretty much what you need. Now I'm about to go ahead and show y'all what I have ready and prepared for you, so it doesn't take that long. And again, this is a cooking learning channel, so we're learning together. So if you have scallop potatoes and you cook yours a little bit different, let me know. But this is simple and easy, and we're trying to cook $10 under on a budget to bring together. So I just made this prior to, and I have it in the oven, and once it comes out, I'm going to show y'all. Oh, it's bubbling. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. So I have it on broil right now. And in the description, I tell you everything that I just went over. Also, I tell you 400 degrees to cook it for 10 minutes because everything is cooked. And then you're going to do broil for 5 minutes, okay? So you're going to boil your potatoes. I used a mandolin. A mandolin is going to give it the even cuts. If you are good with a knife skill, go ahead and do your skills. But at this point, I just use the mandolin. It's so easy, and it's the best way to cut stuff up. So right now I'm going to go ahead, and once you boil your potatoes, they shouldn't take more than like 15 minutes to boil, depending on how many potatoes you have and how big your pie is. Then as that is boiling, make sure you add salt to your potato or salt to your water as they're boiling. Once I get done, drain it, take it off and take it out of the hot water and spread it on a cooking sheet and let it dry. And you want to put it in the refrigerator so it can get cold. And this is what the potatoes look like. So they kind of broke up a little bit, but for the most part, they are still circle. So when they get done, you want to go ahead and get you a pot, and you want to add 2 tablespoons of butter. Now, if you have more potatoes than I do, then you want to go ahead and add more of your, hey babe, you want to add more trash right there. Oop. Not right now. You can sit right there and be a audience member. You're gonna be able to scoot that over, and then you can be my audience member. I have my help in here, y'all. Okay, because I'm live, so you can go right there, sit right there for me. All right. Okay, so I'm making scallop potatoes. So cheesy potatoes, okay? Okay. All right, so I don't need your help right now. Just give me a sec. I'm telling the people what to do. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter in here. After I add the 2 tablespoons of butter, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of flour. Forgot to get my flour, y'all. Oh. Yes, baby. In a second. You have to go all the way around. You can go right here and go get one. So you're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. Add it to your butter because at this point you're going to make a roux. Thank you, it's so lovely. It's up the top. Your drink up there. And then you want to stir this in here. And you want to make a roux. There you go, girlfriend. No, you cutting the light off where I'm at. Get out of here. Okay, y'all. So you're going to stir this up and make a roux, okay? And once you start making the roux, your butter is going to be thick, okay? So it's like a crispy, she got me all discombobulated turning stuff around. So you're going to make a roux. Add your 2 tablespoons of flour with your 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Once you stir that around and get that in there cooking, next thing you're going to do, you're going to add a little bit of your heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to add about a 4th cup of heavy whipping cream. That's it. You got to go all the way around. Honey boo. Okay, keep going. I'm in the middle of cooking. Thank you. You got to be quiet. All right, so then we're going to stir this up. Okay, so back to what I was doing. We're going to stir this up after you add in your heavy whipping cream. I add about a 4th of it in there. Once I get that going, and you do not want any lumps, so make sure you're stirring this, okay? And I'm not going to use a spatula. I'm going to actually use a whisk because that's what you want to do. You want to use a whisk when you are making this because you don't want any lumps in it, y'all. All right, so there you go. You got this going on right here. Next thing, okay, I need you to go downstairs, and then when I get done, I will be right with you. I need y'all to go the other way. Keep going. Keep it going. Keep going. Thank you. Keep going. Go downstairs, and I'll call you when I get done. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I love you. Thank you. Now, we get the roux going. You got to keep going because if you don't, you're going to burn your stuff. They're going to have my stuff burned. I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of milk in here right now. Just go ahead and add 1/2 cup of milk, and you're going to get the whisk in this, okay? Whisk, whisk, whisk. You do not want this burned. Yes, so I am making cheesy potatoes, or some people call it au gratin potatoes, okay? So I added 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Then I add 2 tablespoons of flour. I add a 4th cup of heavy whipping cream, and I add a 1/2 cup of whole milk. And then I'm going to stir this, okay? I have this pan on low, and I'm going to keep stirring this and stirring and stirring it. Now I'm going to add some seasonings in there. I gave y'all measurements. You can add a teaspoon of all the seasonings, but I'm going to eyeball it because when you are cooking, you just want to cook by taste, okay? Everything is by taste. So next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add a little bit of my garlic powder. I'm going to add a little bit of my onion powder. Oops, I don't want the big side. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. Not a lot. I'm going to add a little bit of this Kinder's garlic parmesan. Ooh, we got this side open, so that works. And then I'm going to get the whisk in this, okay? All right. Make sure you keep stirring this because you do not, I tell you, you do not want this to be burnt. And you made a roux. So the flour and the butter made it thick. If you don't have flour, you can always use cornstarch. Cornstarch thickens things up. It doesn't have a flavor to it, so you can always use that as well. And then after you get to stirring this up and it doesn't have any lumps in there, the two cheeses that I definitely like to use because it's tasty, it has a nice little flavor to it, is the sharp cheddar and the mozzarella. Mozzarella is just going to give it a nice little pull, but the seasonings that we add in there, that's what's going to bring it together, okay? So I use about a half a cup of both of them. You can use more, just depending on how much you need and want in there. And I wouldn't use too much mozzarella over cheddar. So if you want to add more cheese, I would add more cheddar in there than the mozzarella. So you're going to keep stirring this and stirring it and stirring it until your cheese melts in here. Now, you do not want this to be lumpy. You want a nice, smooth consistency of this in there. So I made some earlier, and when this gets done, I'm going to show y'all. So this little piece of cheese is cheese from earlier that I made, and I'm just going to put it in there because I didn't need that, and there was a lot going on. So that's pretty much what it was. And we're going to stir it up. Okay, so my cheese haven't quite melted in here yet. But once it gets really nice, like a dipping sauce, then you can taste it. You want to taste as you add flavor to it. So if you need to add a little bit more of garlic or onion powder, or if you have like a special seasoning blend that you have at your house, you can add a little bit more of that in there as well. But just taste it as you go. Now, you don't need to add anything with salt in there, even though it says a pinch of salt and pepper. I have already salted my water for my potatoes. So when I cut my potatoes and tasted it, it already was flavorful. So we don't need to add more. Thank you. I like that you're watching me cook. I do not like to be in the kitchen all day, but I like to eat really good. So I typically find recipes that is not more than $20, okay? And then two, I like to cook them. So the mozzarella is what makes the pull, okay? Ooh la la. And then, you know, the cheddar is giving it flavor. So at this point, I'm going to take this off. Now, if that's too thick for you, or you need to thin this out because you don't have enough, add milk. If yours is too much liquidy and it's too much flowing for you, add heavy whipping cream because that's what's going to thicken it up for you. But at the end, make sure you taste it. Ooh, this is delicious. I already know I can smell it. I need to add a little more flavor, okay? So I'm going to add a little bit more of this in there. Now, if I was eating this by myself, I'd add more pepper because I love pepper, okay? I love pepper. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this in there. I'm a pepper girl. When I make macaroni, which I'm not going to make on here because everybody has a recipe for macaroni. You can literally make your own macaroni. If you know how to make a cheese sauce like I just did, you can make macaroni, okay? So I'm going to stir this up. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it tastes good. Okay. So we're going to take this off the high eye because I don't need that to cook no more. We're going to unplug this. See how simple and easy that was? When I tell you I'm not going to be in the kitchen all day, I'm not going to be in the kitchen all day. I just can't do it. Who likes to be in the kitchen all day? Not I. So after that is done, we got our cheese and everything together. And it didn't take that many ingredients. I literally just showed y'all. So here we go. Here's our pan. You do not need to grease this pan. You do not need to do anything to this pan. Oh, the one that is in there cooking and bubbling, I'm about to show y'all. So you want to go ahead. You can layer your potatoes in there, or you can just throw all your potatoes in there. Now, these potatoes, I had different sizes, and I cooked them. And I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I almost forgot. I was baking. I was boiling potatoes, okay? So I'm gonna do 2 layers. Like just like you do lasagna, just do 2 little layers. And then the first, I'm gonna add my sauce. So I'm gonna add a little sauce to this. Ooh, look at that. If you never made cheesy potatoes or au gratin potatoes, okay? And you just want to cook them al dente. You don't want to cook them completely done, okay? And they don't have to be super, super cheesy. It's really up to you how you want to cook yours. But I know how my family likes to eat and how they get down, so I'm making them cheesy for them. And then I just go ahead and I just add my next layer of potatoes, okay? Now, try to get like big potatoes and try to cut them uniform so that you won't have this kind of mess that I got right here. Like some of my potatoes are breaking up, and that was my fault. But when you bite into this, you're not even going to see them broken up potatoes, okay? You're going to be like, this is delicious. See, I cook for the taste. I don't cook for looks, because if I cook for looks sometimes, I've been here redoing this recipe over and over. So then I'm going to go ahead and layer some more cheese. I hope y'all getting the cheese. Y'all are getting the cheese effect, okay? And we're just going to layer a little bit more cheese on top. Look at that. Now you want to make sure you cover it up. Even though I'm being real cute about this, just cover it up. Okay? And again, if you don't have cheese, just go to your grandma, your neighbor, your mom. Like, hey, you got some shredded cheese that you don't need. And just you only need a half a cup of both. So, I mean, why can't you not just steal a little cheese from you? If you need some seasonings, we only use 3 seasonings plus the bonus one. You can go borrow some seasonings from your people. They're not going to know. Who going to tell you can't have no cheese, okay? Who come tell you can't have no seasoning? So then you want to go ahead and just shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. See, I'm missing a little spot. Make sure you don't miss no spots, okay? And I made just enough cheese for this. And I still got a little bit left over. That's what I had earlier, a little bit left over. But listen, shake it, shake it, shake it. Get all the air bubbles out. No, that's not a cake, but shake it. And when you get done, this is what it's going to look like. Hopefully, I can let me turn my camera this way. Boom. And this is what it's going to look like when you get done. So now what you're going to do is put this in the oven for 400 for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what rack you cooking it on. And then I'm going to show y'all the end results because it is bubbling. So I'm going to change this one out for my other one. And it's ready. It's ready. I've probably been talking more than 5 minutes, but it's ready. Give me a second, y'all. Ooh, it's bubbling. Now, you do not put it straight into this once you take it out the oven. Let it sit. Make sure you put that broil on top so you can get that nice golden brown color. Look at that. I outdo myself every time when I decide to cook for y'all, okay? So hold on, we're going to put this other one in there. And I made little dishes, but to be honest, if I was to make this like a big dish, I just would have put it all in one pan. Look. Do y'all not see that? The golden brown, the bubbly, the cheese is delicious. If you could smell this, you would get your forks out and take a little bite. Let me show you what it looks like without dropping it. Because if I drop this, they're going to be mad at me. Look at that. So, again, 400, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what rack you put it on. Then you're going to go over, cut it off, switch it on broil. I put mine on low. If you put it on high, you need to watch it. But I put mine on low and I only put it in there for 5 minutes. And boom, golden brown. Now, you're going to let this sit. You're not going to bite into it. You're not going to take some of it. But do as I say, not as I do. Because, you know, that's the quality effect over here. Yeah. It needs to sit, to be honest. It needs to sit. I don't even want to burn myself. Oh, it smells so good. You want to take a bite? You want to take a bite? I don't even know if I should take a bite with y'all. Let me try it. It's too hot, but it tastes good. This tastes good, y'all. All right, so that is another meal you can take to the family dinner. It only took us like 10 minutes to cook that. What are you saying? So again, if you're interested, thank you. I'm not going to eat this till it cool down, but it tastes good. That little corner I took. All right, so if you're interested in cooking this and you want to make this and bring it to your family holiday dinner, It's $10 and under. You see that bale sack of potatoes? They on sale. They $3.99. Cheese, they get it on sale. I shop at Kroger, my local Kroger's. This cheese was on sale. You get 2 for $7. And then most of the seasonings you only need a little carton of whole milk and a little carton of heavy whipping cream. Put it in there, and you're good to go. So I will be coming back with y'all for another cooking 5 minutes or 10 minutes under $10, and we're gonna check another meal out. So make sure you like, subscribe, and if you're interested in looking at some more crazy stuff I be doing, check me out. I have different profiles on my channel. I have a budgeting one and my lifestyle, and I am very comical and I like to talk. And this is our community where we build, have fun, and I will see y'all next time. Enjoy your holidays. If you not come back and you're out of town and you're with your friends and family, be safe out there if you're traveling, and have a good time. Okay, so I'll see you next time, and thank you. Bye.